you guys. Welcome back to the Speak On It podcast. I'm your co-host. Nope. No, I'm kidding.
She's not your co-host, by the way.
But I am your co-host, Melody.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And honestly, guys, today we're just here.
We're just chatting.
I'm just here.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Did you like my alto harmony? Yeah. Contributed. The soprano finally did the alto.
For sure.
I deserve a gold star.
We don't really have a topic today, y'all.
No. Actually, I have one.
You have one?
Yes.
Okay.
I was literally just scrolling on Instagram, and I think
gosh.
I think you caught a little glimpse of this.
Okay.
But I need to bring this to attention. I don't remember what page, so don't quote me. But apparently, Bad Bunny does not really like spicy food. Like, he can't handle his spicy food or something like that. And you know, I had to add the note. Like, you know how you can add a note now on an Instagram post or anything? Okay. I had to add an Instagram post. All capital letters. C? Question mark, exclamation, question mark.
If you guys didn't know, in like one of our first episodes, she doesn't like spicy food.
I can't handle it.
And she's a Latina girl.
I'm a Latina girl.
And she doesn't like spicy food. So
no.
I guess you can relate to Bad Bunny.
I know. And it just makes me feel so seen that there's more people being bold to speak out. This is why your voice matters, everybody. And, you know, you don't know how many people you're touching and allowing, you know, people to really feel seen. And I don't feel alone anymore in this world. Every time I say that, people just whip their head around, get whiplash, and are like, "What? You don't like spicy food, but you're Latina?" No. I mean, sure, if you enjoy it, sure. But is he telling us to pause? What is he saying,
bro?
He's saying boo. Hold on.
There's not.
You know what? No. You know what? No. We're gonna applause. Amen. We're gonna applause.
Wait, you know what he wanted her to do, y'all?
No.
Bro.
Yeah, you don't know how important it is when you speak up for the things that people don't know, and you don't know who you are affecting. So I just wanted to say thank you to whoever made that video, and thank you to Bad Bunny. I don't really listen to your music that much, but thank you for your bravery and your braverism, as Wicked like to say.
Okay.
Because I really feel seen. And also a friend of mine, you know, came to visit our young adults group, and he also validated that, you know, us Guatemalans specifically, we don't really eat. I don't know if he doesn't like it, but I'm saying we don't grow up with spicy food like that real in Guatemala. So I'm just not used to it. And for me to, you know, it's just a very in your face.
That makes sense.
You know, so yeah. Just shout out.
I have a question. What's one thing that happened to you this week that either stuck out to you? You could be proud of it. You could be like, wah, or you could like whatever. But just one thing that might have stuck out.
One thing that stuck out?
Yeah, during the week. Or something that happened.
I got my hair cut.
Oh yeah, you
like
did.
an hour, but a few hours before we
got her
filmed
hair
this.
That was today.
Literally just a few hours before we did this.
Was today.
I've been bedridden sick all week, so I haven't really done much of an exciting life this week. What about you?
Oh, I know for me at work. Okay, so I work with kids, elementary school, and this week actually school. So there was a lot of delays last week, and then into this week, it was like kind of their first time getting back into it, I guess. And
barely though.
Barely getting, because it snowed and they canceled school again.
But it's not really. It didn't really.
It
snow.
was like dust. I was actually really mad at they canceled because I could have went to work.
She could have made money.
But no, for real. But yeah, these kids. So they're thrown off schedule. They're pre-K, so they're thrown off. They have a lot of energy. There's one kid in particular, he was not, we're just gonna call him Ace. Ace was not listening. Okay, mind you, so I help with EC kids. I think it stands for extracurricular or special needs children. And half of this pre-K class is EC, right? Oh, Ace. I'll probably cut that out. But Ace is one of those EC kids, and he was not listening at all. He doesn't really take instruction that well. Like, he'll be like rebellious towards instruction. Like, you'll tell him like to do something, he'll be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want. Why? And I'm like, bro, Ace, sit down. For real. And like the amount that I had to pray in this classroom, I was like, Lord, help me. How do I handle this kid? What do I even tell him to do? Because at this point, he's not doing nothing that I'm saying. He just wants to ask all these questions. He just wants to do what he wants to do, period. And to be honest, and like, it started to make me think like about in general. So being a substitute teacher, like, and this goes a little bit deeper, because I started to think like, Lord, like, did you place me here and place me in this position specifically to work on my patience, and also get like prepared, because I've always loved kids, but like I had a thing where it was kind of like not like resistance or anything, but it was just like I didn't know if I could not see myself, because I could definitely see myself as a mom. I don't know the word. It was just like a kind of like
dipping your toes into saying about
or something. And I'm like, Lord, did you like put me here to like
prepare yourself,
and like to patience, really, because especially working with like EC kids, there's a certain type of patience and tolerance that you need to have in how to handle certain situations.
Right.
And I was literally sitting there like, Lord, like, help me. And like I had to get on him like, oh my gosh, y'all, like that also showed me like, please, like, parents, like, please discipline your kids like in the way home. That like, yeah, because like if it don't happen at home, like the teachers get it. And bro, Ace was tweaking, and he was like kicking kids and kicking stuff down. He kicked me.
Absolutely not.
I'm like, boo, no.
I did sad trombone for that.
Yeah, no, for real, because Ace was a lot this week, so that stuck out to me, because Ace was tweaking.
Your patience, I bet that he appreciates your patience, and that
I think so, because I would help him. Like, I feel like it was helping him after I sat him down and I was like, look, is this I was like, we don't put our hands on our friends. We don't put our hands or feet on our friends. I was like, that's called a bully, and we don't tolerate bullying.
That's right.
We don't tolerate.
That's right. We don't tolerate.
We don't tolerate bullying over here. That's actually one of my biggest pet peeves. But like, just to like literally get upset. Like, first of all, y'all, he wanted a toy that another kid had, and he was like, she took my toy. I'm like, Ace, she didn't take your toy.
It's giving snitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, she took my toy. I'm legit watching them, and I'm like, Ace, she didn't take your toy. And I was like, so then it's not yours, and you would have to ask. And if she says no, play with something else. And he literally goes away. I look back like 5 minutes later, he legit goes over to her and like snatches the toy out of her hand, and she's like, and then she gets like upset, I guess, and she goes back to him and snatches it out of his hand, and then he gets upset. He starts kicking over all the other, because there's like 4 of them in this play area, and he's like kicking over all their Lego structures that they made and everything.
Bro,
like,
Ace got no chill for real.
No, like he
said these hands are ready to eat for everybody.
No, he literally started kicking over everything. I'm like, Lord Jesus. And like it really was like, this might be for patience.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this might have been for patience. Like, as I start looking at it, and also as I start looking for, because like now around this age, like, I feel like I'm trying to get myself prepared, like, for my future and for adulting. We were talking about that earlier today, but like we're at that kind of realizing, oh, we're about to adult for real. So it's like, I'm trying to prepare. I'm trying to see like what I need to do, other jobs lined up, and like with that, because I feel like God called me to subbing,
for sure,
and substitute teaching, and I'm like, well, Lord, like, was it for a season, or what was it for? Can I be in the same field? Like, do I need to take a full-time job somewhere else completely, or do I need, like, it's all these questions that I've been asking just because I'm thinking about how to prepare myself for what I need.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I've been like asking, like, so what was this for? I need you to show me. Like, am I still supposed to be here? Am I still supposed to do this? Was it about the kids, or was it to lead me into youth? Because I'm also a youth leader.
Right.
So it was just a lot of different things, but because I wanted to include him in every step and every decision, because I feel like I need to start being better, in a better financial state in general. So I'm like, I need to include God in this and see like why, and see I need to move stuff around, or what I need to do.
Well, yeah, patience is one of the fruits, and that's probably the way for him to grow that fruit. Being around those kids. I know my fruit definitely would have been tested. And for sure.
Yeah, there's been some.
But also, you don't know like what kind of love at the same time you are showing these kids, because you don't know like what their lives are at home. Like, you don't know if the patience that you show them is something that they don't get.
They just get like, you never know.
Yeah, like
Trauma,
that's unfortunately there's
warning.
so much abuse with like stuff like that, and I just definitely think God has placed you in that, like in these classrooms with these kids, to show them compassion and love. But also there has to be like that time where you have to understand, like parents have to understand that like if you're not disciplining your child at home, like teachers will have to discipline your kid.
Yeah,
they can't get away with,
because you can't just
especially hitting other kids, things like that. Like that's not okay.
Like you can't. So it's like,
so,
and I had to like restrain him, like hold him there, because he started freaking out and he was kicking me and stuff, and I'm like, whoa,
right,
like,
and you're an adult, but imagine it's like other kids.
And so it's like, I feel like at home he probably has the life of, and I hope not, but it just seems like it because the way he acts in class. But it just seems like he's like, oh, I want this, and maybe the parents are just like, yeah, cool, get what you want, or like it's like, oh, don't do this, and he's like, okay, and it's like, all right, go, you want ice cream, or you want, like, it just seems like it's very like spoiled, very much like I get whatever I want, I do whatever I want, and like it's just really hard, but I did it, and I actually like was grateful in that day. But that is something that like popped up this week, because I was telling my mom when I got home, like, Ma, these kids are, she's like, how's work? I'm like, these kids be twerking.
Yeah, that's only how many weeks of school has it been officially
since we got back?
It is January,
like two, three.
It's been like 2 weeks. Yeah,
something like that. And there was a lot of days out because of weather things and stuff like that. Yeah, so they were just thrown all over the place. And
yeah, honestly, the weather. I mean, as y'all can probably tell, I'm a little sick right now. I've been coughing and stuff, and the weather changes. And honestly, I don't know how I got sick. I mean, like, I would like to blame it on the weather change, but I don't really know. But
honestly, we told y'all we rep NC, North Carolina. The weather over here is stupid. She's giving bipolar.
No, for sure, because you don't really know. Like, it says one thing. So, for example, since we're talking about the topic of this week, last week it was showing us that it was gonna snow like Wednesday. Right. I think it was like Wednesday to Friday or something,
and it was supposed to be 11 to 14.
Yeah, 11 to 14 inches. So you know how people are going to the stores. The checkout is
getting
impossible.
All the milk, toilet paper,
scary. It's like an apocalypse, right? Because people don't know how to handle snow. So then I check at work during the week. Friday it's slow, so you just check the weather real quick just to see. Right. And then it shows that it's gone. Like, it shows that it's not gonna snow. So I'm like, okay, period.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, the whole time at school it was going like in and out, and all the teachers were checking the weather app and checking stuff, and it's just going like disappearing and reappearing, and they're like, oh, are we gonna do this? And they prepared for like almost the whole week this week to be remote, but it ended up not being.
So like Sunday I'm still checking the weather, and like the snow, like, the little snow, like whatever emote or emoji, it's gone. So I'm like, okay, period. It's just, it doesn't even show rain, like it just shows cloudy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, period. So it's not gonna snow anymore. Sad about it, but at the same time not really sad about it. And then Monday's fine. Tuesday pulls around, and I noticed like it's a little cloudy outside.
Yeah,
cloudy.
The clouds are thick and gray.
It's cloudy, but I'm like, okay, but like it's like there hasn't been anything showing any precipitation of any kind. But then I'm hearing my friends are like, guys, like it's supposed to snow again. I was like, huh? But it didn't show that I was. Huh? And then I texted our group chat for our young adults, where there's a leader group chat because we are leaders. And I texted them because I was like, I don't really know if people are like aware that it's supposed to, because it said that it was going to be snowing in our city. But I was like, y'all, like the people who live here, like, do y'all see anything? Because like I'm at this other city 30 minutes away, and like you can't really see, like there's nothing.
It's like, is it snowing?
There's nothing. So I'm like, is it actually snowing? Like, do we have to prepare to cancel, or like what do we do? And so no, they're like, let's keep going, like there's nothing right now. So I get in my car, I'm driving over there, and literally like as I'm on the highway about to get off to the exit to get to my church, it starts snowing. It starts snowing.
It started snowing.
And I was like, oh, guys, it's snowing outside.
But even like the areas, like the area that's like near our church and maybe like past it 15 minutes, like they had a lot of snow. They had a lot of snow. And then where we were and like where my neighborhood was, it was like dust. Like it was barely anything.
Yeah, you didn't get like anything.
No.
One of our friends, Kendra, shout out Kendra, she said that there was not 1 inch of snow in her neighborhood.
It looked like there was like little frost on the car, but like on the ground, like it looked like nothing happened.
And she only lives like 25 minutes from the church.
Yeah, she lives like 10 minutes from me. So it was like there was like nothing. It's just disappointing because being a substitute teacher, depending on if you have your license or whatever, certain things like you can get like you don't get like PTO or the things of different jobs. So like if I don't go, I don't get money. I don't get paid.
Give me my money.
Right now. That's why I'm searching for more in Jesus' name.
Same.
Because I need that. Same. I need them type of benefits.
Yeah,
I really do.
No, for sure.
But yeah, that's what stood on my week.
But I want to talk about that day because we were there in rehearsal and it's snowing outside, but we're thinking it's still like a light dust, but we can't really tell what the outside looks like. We're all inside,
right? And
then we're getting ready to like run over the whole thing again, and they're like, guys, just kidding, we're canceling. It's sticking to the ground. It's snowing a lot outside. And we're like, oh, okay. Okay. It was just, honestly, I'm not saying I'm glad we did, but in a way, I'm glad we did because of what happened that night. It was a really powerful night for the leaders. We ended up praying and worshiping, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
We were all there, so we might as well. We did.
Yeah, no, literally all of us showed up except one person because I called, it was my boyfriend. I called him and I was like, hey, if you haven't left yet, like you're good. Don't come home. Because I thought we were just going to leave and go back home. But like everybody was there and it was just like, well, do y'all want to do something?
And the thing is, we all had the same idea too. Like we all were like, let's just stay here and do this. Like we did. None of us were like, oh, I'm going to go home. So that was a really powerful, beautiful night and I loved it. And but in a way it was good because there were some singers, including myself, who were like not able to sing. We were struggling. Got, like, I was like, guys, I can't sing. I can't sing, guys.
Like,
and then another singer of ours, she also was struggling to sing, and we're both actually sick with the same thing. Like we're both going through it. So I was like, well, look,
we're just gonna pray.
God said, I just need y'all to sit and pray.
Sit in my presence.
We did that. And then after we were done, we were there for like an hour and a half, almost 2. Then we got out and we weren't gonna like try to stay that much longer. We usually stay after and chat a little bit with our friends, but we all were like, oh no, it's time to go home. Let's go home. We don't want to risk being out here in the snow. Right. Oh, so icy. It's the snow. When I tell you, the ground was barely covered.
No, like it's literally like dust.
It was dust, but it was just a lot of it. And so we went out there. We're all walking to our cars, and then suddenly I go, snowball fight, and we all run to the different sides, to the different sides of the parking lot. It was honestly, that's a core memory.
I was writing my name in the snow with my feet,
and we all were taking snowballs. We were all throwing it at each other. I made a snow angel with my friend, and we were all just there. Like it was just like little kids, like all these 20-something-year-olds. It was sweet. And we were all just like little kids again. It was a really cute memory.
I think I went back and I was telling my mom or talking to my brother, and it was like that's how you're supposed to be with the Lord.
Yeah. Childlike. No, literally, it was literally childlike joy.
No, yes, it was. We all had like after that like super powerful moment, like in God's presence, it was truly like
because it was intense, and it was intense in a good way, but it was just like
it was like a joyful moment. We were all just like little kids, again, running around. It
was so cute. I honestly, I need to look at. I'm gonna ask our church if there's like camera footage of that. There's not.
No.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. Quick story time.
The reason that I know that there's no cameras on that specific side,
guys, this is tea.
Is because one Sunday I get to church like a tiny bit late, but like not that late, and I park next to 2 cars. There was 2 cars there already, so I pull in, I park, whatever. I'm inside the church mostly for that whole day until like
We went out to lunch.
4:15. Yeah, but when we went to lunch, I didn't take my car, so I didn't even go near my car. I had all my stuff, so I walked out the other side of the church. I got in her car. I got in her car, and we went to eat and everything. And I get back because now I think I was gonna move my car because we had youth after church, and I was gonna move my car, and I go look at my car. And somebody hit my car in the church parking lot.
Sorry, it's not funny.
No,
but it kind of is.
Somebody hit my car in the church parking lot and ran and didn't say no, nothing.
No, nothing. Yeah.
No. I literally called I was like, Dad, my car. No, for real. Wah. Because like, I was just like, oh my God. And the dent is like pretty bad. Like the dent is pretty bad.
It was pretty, yeah.
Like if I have a picture of it, I might put it up here. Maybe not. Maybe.
It's pretty noticeable.
But like it's no. And like, I was like, what? I was like, there's no way that like just got here. Cause I was like tracing my steps and trying to remember.
All in a church parking lot. No, literally.
And I called the cops and like he came there and like I felt so bad. He was like, in a church parking lot out of all places. He was like, wow.
He was like, that was not a good impression of
for real,
the church.
That is not a good impression of our church for real. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, it's crazy. And then I was like, they had to be first timers or something because they would go hit my car and knew that they would never see me again or something.
Crazy.
Like, but yeah, so that's how I know.
So yeah, that's how we found out that.
So it was a movie in our heads.
They do have cameras, but it's just they weren't pointing in the particular direction that she was parked in.
And that's where I was parked in too. So like when we were playing and throwing snowballs at each other, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't think there would have been.
Which is crazy.
So that's how we know that there was no cameras. But I was like, it was such a cute. Honestly, it's fine. It was probably good that we all just remember it.
I know. It's like one of those memories that just be in your brain.
You have to be there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play a game.
Okay.
Before we so I want to do absolutely or absolutely not, but this is for you. This is random. Okay, so I want to do because she's single, y'all. So I want to do like absolutely or absolutely not, but like on her, I guess like well, you'll see. Okay, so
scared. I'm
not scared. Okay, so he's a 10.
Okay,
but
oh gosh.
He's a 10, but he doesn't pray with you.
Womp womp. No, absolutely not. We not only is it important that we pray separately, but especially together for our family, for our future, for our children, for our finances, for our friends, for our family, for each other. Mm-hmm. Don't even.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No, you're not a 10, actually. No, you're not.
I was about to say, that wouldn't make you...
She said Zero. Listen, because I become a prayer warrior when I need to be one. Okay?
For real.
But if you're not going to be with me,
if you're not going to meet the devil with me, then...
I'm saying.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp, womp. Real bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's good.
Okay, let's see. What's a quick another one? We'll do like 2 more. He's a 5.
Oh.
No, wait, not 5. That's 2.
Okay.
Wait. Okay,
I was like,
6.5.
Okay.
But he plays the guitar.
I hate it here.
That's not.
I know.
I did that. I'm so confused. She
no. I know what I was doing.
Pressing the buttons.
Listen. Never mind. I'm not gonna spill too much.
She love her a good guitar player.
Okay, not too much on me. Yes, I have history with. They just happen to be guitar players.
But it's so funny.
I don't intentionally go out for them.
I was like, even the people that she's dated, but also like just people she ends up liking, like they just happen to play the guitar or are musical in some way.
I mean, you could play the guitar while I sing. I'm just saying.
But period.
If you're a guitar player,
I mean, to be like a person, like for us, like you have to be, if you can't play an instrument or sing or whatever, you have to have some type of music appreciation in some way, shape, or form, or it's
not a requirement, but it is something that but honestly, he might be an 8. It also, an 8? I'm definitely a personality girl too. Like they don't have to be whatever a handsome fella is these days. to really sweep me off my feet. I mean, obviously people should be attractive.
You need to make her laugh.
And attracted. Oh my God. If you're funny, you're automatically a 10.
Yeah, I was like, if you don't make her laugh, that's like kind of a bummer.
Womp, womp, womp. But the thing is, you'll never, ever be funnier than me.
No, I'm kidding. I wish we had.
So
But yeah,
that
made it so that brought him up.
So that brought him to like an 8, maybe 8.5 plus personality. We have to see, but yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, you guys, we just had a little yappy yap today.
It was fun. I like this.
Yeah, a little Yapperton moment. But yeah, I mean.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate you guys being here. Let us know what your favorite part of this week's just conversations, whatever we talked about. Do you relate to not liking spicy food? Please, if you're out there, somebody tell me.
Anybody,
because
somebody.
we need to start a club. Okay, I'll be the president. You won't be you won't be a part of it at all. But I'm looking for a vice president, cabinet, treasurer, all these things. So if you are interested, let me know, comment comment on any part of this week's episode. What was your favorite part? What do you relate to? Are these guys a 10 to you? Let us know.
Or a 0.
Or a 0. Or is there a gray area?
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on all of our social media. It'll be below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Oh, TikTok is back, y'all.
Yeah,
TikTok is back.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow us on there and just keep tuning in.
Yeah. And remember to not only speak on it, but act
on it too.
Bye. See y'all
Bye.
later.